To Founders Future, a podcast powered by Closers.io, where we dive into the journeys of innovative entrepreneurs and explore the road ahead of them and their companies. I'm your host, Olivia Salmons, and in each episode, we'll uncover the stories behind successful startups, the challenges faced along the way, and the strategies driving their future growth. Today, we're joined by Darragh Gibbs, the founder of Build for Both, a coaching company dedicated to helping business professionals, exclusives and partners achieve lasting health, confidence, and energy through a simple, sustainable work frame. With over 13 years in coaching, 5,000 plus hours as a trainer, and a unique journey that spans football coaching, investment banking, and wellness, Dara brings a dissective perspective to the world of health and performance. So Dara, a very warm welcome to Founders Future.
Thank you very much. It was a great intro.
Well, glad you enjoyed it. So I like to take every journey and every guest we have on back to the start. So what inspired you to build both, and how your transition from football coaching and investment banking influenced the decision?
Yeah, so I started coaching. Yeah, so I suppose I'll do a bit of a background on how I became a coach, because most coaches, from my experience, they get into good shape and then they just become coaches basically, and they see what happens from there. I was good at sport when I was younger. My local team asked me to do a summer camp basically, and I was 16. So I've been actually, I must actually update my LinkedIn bio. It was 14 years now since
Oh,
the last time
amazing.
I updated that. But I got asked by my local sports club to just help out with a summer camp. And then that was 16. And then I went to college at 17 and done a sports management and coaching degree, which is basically business and sports mixed together. So obviously what I'm doing now is pretty much close to that. And I was coaching through college. I got my UEFA B coaching license, which is a degree that you can get obviously in England and anywhere in Europe in terms of soccer coaching or football. And worked in America for a few years, finished college at 21. I had a part-time business doing kind of sports coaching for teams, kids, classes, kind of like just stuff I was doing on a Saturday pretty much. And I was working in an investment bank called State Street for 2.5 years. And I was doing that on the side every Saturday pretty much while I was working full-time in the bank. Then one day I got a bad email from a client that I didn't like, and I just was in a bad mood. So I handed in my notice. Terrible idea at the time. I wouldn't recommend it. I didn't have that much
Imagine.
money to make a decision like that. I was making like 100, 200 euro max per weekend, but I knew I had the ability to be good at coaching. So I went all in on myself at, when was that? 24, I believe. Then I was doing sports coaching full time. Parent of mine came up to me, sorry, a parent of a kid I coached came up to me saying, Dara, would you help me lose weight? Because I'd done all this stuff in college, nutrition, all that kind of stuff. And pretty much I said, yeah, no problem. And then just started coaching her. And I was well known in my town. And I set up a business called Fitness, which is Happier Mothers Fitness, basically personal training for mothers only. And
Yeah.
for the life of me, I have no idea. It just went bananas, and I was very busy very quickly. And then COVID hit. I obviously we had to go online with our coaching. I stopped the sports coaching, and within about, I don't know how long the first lockdown was, whenever, a couple of months, but basically I lost all my, I went from 40 something clients to zero, and I didn't tell anybody basically. And then I moved up to Derry here 5 years ago. So basically my first business went under because of COVID. I moved up to Derry, got a job here in a gym. I was working full time as the head coach for 4-ish years, whenever it was. But what I'm doing full time now, Build for Boat, I was doing that on the side, doing it online, building it up, trying to
Yeah.
learn how to market, but I wasn't very good at it. But to be honest, when COVID did actually cause me my first business, it's probably the best thing that ever happened to me, because it forced me to do 5,000 to 6,000 hours in person, probably more actually, to be honest, with people from all ages and all backgrounds. And it forced me to become a fantastic coach. And basically I left the gym a year and a half ago, and I'm doing health and wellness coach now for busy professional parents. So I've recently changed my business from the DG Academy to Build for Both. So it's kind of like a bit of a long road, because most personal trainers, or whatever coach you want to call it, I kind of went from sports coaching, personal training, now into health and wellness coaching. That's what I'm pretty much doing now.
Amazing. And when you say book for both, so it is literal personal training. Are you doing as like a family package, or is it is just busy parents? Is that the main
Busy
customer?
parents, pretty much. Yeah, busy parents,
Okay,
pretty much.
amazing.
Yeah.
And walk us through a little bit about the core offer and the service. What is it that you do with your Build for Both programs, and how do you work with your clients?
Yeah, so it's all one-to-one coaching. So when I worked in the gym, it was small group format. So you might have 6 or 8 people out at
Nice.
one time. And to be honest, for my development as a coach, it was awesome because I worked with hundreds and
Yeah.
hundreds of people in the gym. But in terms of my coaching now, I prefer like 80% of people go on diets after 5 years to put the weight back on. And when I heard that like a year ago, and I think that's because people just don't have somebody to walk alongside them. So I
Yeah.
offer one-to-one health and wellness coaching to like men and women, parents pretty much. And I work with people for a minimum of 6 months. Ideally, obviously, most people work with me for longer, but pretty much I'm a health and wellness coach and I work one-to-one with each of my clients. And we work between like 6 and 12 months together. That's everything to do with goal setting, first and foremost, because I think that's very important to be setting a goal to
Mhm.
start. Getting clear on like where you want to be in the next 6 and 12 months, not in terms of career wise, in terms of health wise. And basically, I suppose I help my clients make the shift of I'm trying to lose weight and get skinny to I'm prioritizing my health so I'm a fit and healthy parent. And
Love it.
that's where you get like long-term change, like
Yeah.
training, recovery, sleep, stress, nutrition, goal setting, anything really to kind of around health and wellness. That's what I kind of work on with my clients.
Yeah, perfect. So as you say, more than just the fitness of a personal training, but actually a whole life coach in the sense of helping them just be healthier people and teaching the skills to take further with them in life.
Pretty
Amazing.
much, yeah, pretty much.
And within that 6 month period, do you do most of it online with them, or do you have interactions face to face as well?
If somebody lives now, most clients don't live near me. I've had a few. If somebody lives near me, I would meet them. But I have clients. I have a good few clients in the UK. I have a lot of obviously a lot of clients in Ireland. I have a few clients in America. I have one or two in Germany, randomly enough. So obviously, if somebody's close to me, I would meet them. But yeah, the majority of it's all online. But basically, because it's all one-to-one, you have access to me on WhatsApp. I don't work with a like 50 to 100 people. I work with a small number. So I know my clients are busy, the kids are going bananas, they're running a business, whatever it may look like. So I understand their problems. So I need to be flexible with their time. So
Yeah.
we have calls on a
Love
weekly basis. If they need something, obviously I'll try my best to jump on a call when I can. But yeah, it's very much hands-on. Like I don't know if the burden's the right word, but I take on the responsibility of helping you change and take it very seriously. So I walk alongside my clients. We're on this path together. They're not alone when they're trying to improve their health or whatever it may look like.
100%. And talk us a little bit about how you go about acquiring your customers at the moment. Are there any kind of channels or methods that you found most effective for the specific people you're trying to reach?
Yeah, so actually, I'm happy you asked that question. That's my biggest weakness in terms of my business.
Gotcha.
So like I know we'll get on to the back end. My back end is phenomenal. So I actually recently I'm getting support with the front end aspect, marketing and ads. I'm just getting full on hands on. If somebody came to me, Dara, I haven't lost weight in 20 years. I got your back, but it's going to take a while. I'm like that now, but with somebody else, basically, pretty much. But yeah, it's at the moment it's like outbound, inbound, and moving on to ads, basically. So primarily, to be honest, actually, Facebook has always been the last year. Facebook has probably been 80% of where I got my clients. I used to get a lot from
Nice.
LinkedIn, but I think maybe my strategy is probably a little bit outdated for LinkedIn. It wasn't working as well.
Yeah, I would say that also I think the way that Meta's stepping up their game in regards to allowing ads and putting ads on their site is a lot more cohesive than I think LinkedIn is at the moment. As I speak to saying the same thing, the Meta ads are definitely the success if you can crack them on the big scale. So talk to me a little bit about the person you're working with and that's helping with this stuff. What kind of things are you implementing to help improve it?
So actually, funny enough, like I've worked with a few mentors and coaches, and like I've got like obviously from every single person you work with, you always take away these one or two things that's help you with your
Yeah.
business or personally. But with the guys I'm working with, they're a marketing agency, and they they have a team, and my Facebook account and Instagram account, I think it's around maybe the time of COVID, when your account gets not hacked but disabled. I don't know if that's the right
Yeah.
word. It's been like that since 2019. I didn't realize this because I didn't understand how to. I know that's a long time. This is 6 years basically. 6 years I could not because I couldn't run accounts ever. And anytime
Pictures and you're acquiring most of your customers on Facebook to an account that you have not got access to.
basically,
Amazing.
yeah. So like, I've never acquired a client via ads yet. So basically, what we've had to do is I had to create a new Instagram account, a new business account. So we're spending this month now just warming it up with posting and
Yeah.
reels and so on. And then hopefully by the end of this month, we can start with a proper like ad campaign and marketing strategy and email campaign. So
Nice.
yeah, it's going to be a slow process, but I'm delighted I found out because they basically said, yeah, we think your account has been shadow bound for 6 years. Like, I wish I knew this sooner.
Yeah. 6 years is a long time to not check your Facebook account to see what's going on. But
Yeah, pretty much.
I suppose you're on the run now, so that's a good thing. And then, so once you've gone about acquiring these customers and you're setting up all these channels, what does the sales process look like? Do you run a discovery call with these people? Talk me through that
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, so I way prefer, now I don't know many coaches like this. If somebody's talking to me for 5 minutes, I would rather just call, obviously, if I'll ask them for the number. I'd rather talk to somebody for 10 minutes than send messages for an hour. I much prefer having a verbal conversation. I think probably this day and age, probably you guys are aware of this. I think trust is very important. I think a lot of people have been burned from mentorships and personal trainers and coaches the last few years. So so I basically jump on a triage call first. So maybe say, we'll say 15 minutes. I don't know how long it is. And it's just for me to suss out if they are a good fit for what I do. And it's also for them to, Dara seems like a genuine, caring person, and I find out what they're struggling with. And if I feel like what I do can help them, I'll pitch them then a second call where I'll go through the program with them pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, amazing. And then, so what does the next 12 months look like for you? Where do you see both for Built going?
Yeah, so the next 12 months, I have a financial goal that I need to hit, not want to hit, I need to hit. And it's more so get to I suppose the short-term goal or problem I want to solve is just having a consistent lead flow coming in. With organic,
Yeah.
1 month you could have 20 calls booked, another month it could be six, or 1 month might be a load of clients signed up, another month might be one or two. I basically
Yeah.
just want to get my business to a place where there's a system where I just know each month I'm going to sign up X, or I'm going to get in X amount of calls. So that's like a short term problem. Hopefully that should be solved. Maybe not the end of this month, maybe the start of October once the kind of ads and stuff are going live.
Hmm.
The guys are testing.
100%.
Yeah, so hopefully by then. So that's kind of like the short term goal. Long term goal is just to hit my limit in terms of my clients, and then more than likely probably increase the price of my coaching once I hit my limit with it. But yeah, I suppose that's kind of like the short term. But yeah, just kind of get a consistent front end thing working.
Yeah.
So my back end's fantastic. That's why I knew I needed to get somebody who can just show me, hey, just look, let me show you what to do. And okay, I'll listen. Once you want to know what to do, just tell me what to do. I'll do it because I know the back end is very good.
Yeah, you said that earlier as well, and feel like sometimes we get coaches and founders on here and they're in the same position of you, and it's they know what they're doing very well. Like they're a coach, they know how to
Yeah.
help people, they know how to deliver an offer, they have great confidence in what they do. But that other side of it, as you're saying, the marketing, the sales, that don't come so naturally to people if you've not had experience within that. So it's great that you're leaning on other people to help you get to where you need to be. Do you mind me asking what your kind of client target is for the year coming? What is that bubble you're trying to hit?
Client targets, but end of the year, if I had about 25, 30 active clients, I would be
Nice.
like, yeah, over the moon with that. Because like I have enough time to manage more people. It's not like I'm sure a lot of coaches, they're probably like, I actually have too many people working for me. That's why I want to do the one-to-one coaching. Like I'd rather charge a premium price, but give a
Yeah,
fantastic service rather than a lower price. And you're like, some people aren't getting the right support or accountability.
100%. And as you scale, because you are wearing many hats, you're taking all the calls, you're working with a lot of clients online. As you wear the many hats and you see this growing, have you got any plans to maybe bring on some employees or some extra coaches to help you out and really alleviate your time?
Yeah, so my fiance Gemma works for me, so I'll get her to take over all our organic side of things, basically. So like I have that laid out. It's pretty like systemized to follow along, and she does a lot of it already. So Gemma does a lot of my organic stuff. So I'm basically where I want to get to with my business. I love sales. If I ever stop coaching, I'll become a salesman for some company. I really enjoy talking to people.
Love it.
But basically, what I want to do, what I want my entire day to look is I'm either on sales calls or I'm coaching. They're my two favorite things. I want to prioritize those. And then the guys, the marketing agency, they're going to look after. Obviously, I will review the ads and jump on calls to go through everything, but they're going to be like, Dara, this is what you need to do. We're going to make it go live and all that kind of stuff. So that takes that headache away from me. So pretty much have the guys looking after the ads and marketing side of things for me. Just give me some feedback and guidance to improve where we go along. And then basically they're just going to bring in numbers and leads to me. It's my responsibility to talk to these people and then get them on a sales call because I know I'm good at doing that. So I just want to prioritize that side of things.
Yeah, I love it. Just getting the people in front of you so then you can move them forward
Pretty
yourself.
much, yeah. Pretty much,
Yeah,
yeah.
perfect. And we'll go to move to a hypothetical question now. So if you was given unlimited resources today, what would you implement to prioritize growth immediately within the business?
Good question. To be honest, I probably would say what I'm doing now. Say fast forward 2 months from now, like once
Yeah.
my accounts are in place. But yeah, I would just pump, yeah, like I would just pump into the ads and just get the ads really good. Because then that will help me like in about 6 months, that should help me get my client base, help me get to the financial number. And more so too, is just more so, you know yourself in business. You want a bit of like monthly reoccurring income. So you just know
Yes.
I know what's coming in each month. I need to make X amount of sales to hit this target, whatever. But it just means you know what's coming in. You can put money to X, Y, and Z. You can start saving money for the business or whatever that looks like, pretty much. But yeah, I don't know, to be honest. Like Yeah, I would say just what I'm doing now. I think genuinely next 2 or 3 months, my business is going to be in a really good place because I just need help with the front end. Everything else I'm really good at.
Love it. Yeah, and you definitely have a plan in place in your mind, which is very clear every time we walk through these things, which is great to see. And definitely cracking the ads, the outreach, even cold, warm, inbound, whatever you're looking to do, definitely brings in that security bubble that is definitely what's lacking sometimes when you're just relying on referrals or kind of casual
Yeah.
contacts for clients. It does make that whole process slightly easier as a founder when you know you've got a stream of revenue coming in, as you say, once a month. So, just to finish it off, let me jump into a bit of a lightning round. What's one tool or piece of technology that you'd say has been a big game changer in the coaching business so far?
Ooh, in the coaching, let me think. That's a good question. AI definitely, but I think people use AI the wrong way. They just
Yeah.
hear something like I think you should use AI as like this is an expert, give me advice, and then try and make your own decision from it. And obviously to speed things up as well. I love AI when I'm sending an email and I don't know if a comma should be in the right place. It just fix the grammar. I love it for that specifically.
Yeah.
The coaching space, what piece of technology? You know what? I don't know exactly what piece of technology exactly. I suppose for me personally, having my app and I have a lot of stuff automated. Like my onboarding is completely automated. Like as soon as somebody
Cool.
actually pays through Stripe, to get like their 3 day email sequence because like I want to have a touch point within 3 day or every day before we have our
Yeah.
onboarding call. So I think just having stuff automated, like my onboarding, including having a call with a client, could be 45 minutes max. So like, that's me talking to somebody as well, because a lot of stuff are automated and I have stuff drafted up. So I suppose maybe having as many things automated to take out a lot of time that would before maybe took a couple of hours to get people set up.
Definitely. And I use it exactly the same way for grammar checking
Yeah,
my
I love it for that because I don't trust myself, to be honest.
I, I use it like a coach or like a teacher myself, where it's just helping me with the things I know already.
Yeah,
Um,
basically.
yeah, love it. So then, what is the best piece of advice that you've received in your career about starting a business?
Am I allowed to swear? Is that allowed?
Yeah, of course, you can
Yeah.
swear at Irishman.
No, so I have one personally, I have one professionally. One personally was about 5 or 6 years ago that everybody's fucked up. It's just people are really good at hiding it. So then that removed the old programming in my mind that I used to think I was broken. My business development up until now was basically personal development because I was too emotionally unstable to run a business up until probably the last 6 months. I didn't make a sale, it ruined my entire day. Or, oh my God, I was expecting this money for this reason. I wasn't emotionally there to run a bit. I am now, thankfully, but for most of my years growing my business and coaching, I was just like working on insecurities, growing as a man and becoming the version I am today. But in terms of business wise, I would ju- I can't remember who it was. Brian. Yeah, my own mentor Brian gave me good advice. It's just like every business owner. I have one current client and one client who used to work with me. I used to look at these guys who are multimillionaires, or I have a client he says he sorted out generational wealth for his grandchildren. Now I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it's 9 figures. I have no idea, to be honest, but it's a lot of money anyway. It's a lot of money. Like he is the craziest person I ever met, and he works like he's an animal. Like he works so well, but I don't look up to these people like they're God anymore. Before I used to. Everybody has their own problems, and no matter where you are in life, you have your own problems. So then that kind of took away the superiority like complex I had with people, and the fact that I realized that everyone has their own issues, it doesn't make me feel so bad about myself anymore.
Love it. Yeah, stop reflecting or stop judging yourself, comparing yourself to other people is one, definitely more for mindset as well. So I'm loving the way you're tying that, as you say, through to your journey and within your business itself. So just to finish it off, for any professionals, founders who are listening and they want to balance business success with health and energy, what would be your top piece of advice?
Oh, what a question! What a question! I If you've been struggling with something for more than 6 months, so let's say, now to be honest, most people, like I've had conversations with people who've been like struggling weight for 20, 30 years, and it's a very emotional conversation. Like my part-time job is counseling. Obviously, I'm not a counselor, but in order for me to, I need to have deep, like very deep, meaningful conversations pretty much every
Yeah.
day with people. And I enjoy doing it. I enjoy having good conversations with people. But I would say, yeah, if you're struggling with something for a long time, I would say just bite the bullet and drop your ego and just ask for help. And then if you put somebody in that scenario, then I would then start prioritizing like sleep, stress, and just getting yourself into a really good place mentally and physically. Because basically, just kind of add a bit of a story why this is really important to me. Not to bring a bit of it down on the podcast, I'll say with a bit of dark humor. the reason why I do what I do today is my partner, prior to this obviously didn't do it, but the reason why I'm so adamant to, hey, we're all going to die one day. When we're sick, we have one problem. When we're healthy, we have 1,000 problems. Like, your health is the most important thing. But like, my partner Gemma was diagnosed with brain cancer 3 years ago, and it's basically like it's very rare form of brain cancer. And basically for 2.5 years, every day I woke up thinking that the person I love is going to die. Now she's in a very good place, healthy now. She's doing awesome. She's trains 5 days a week with me. But I used to worry about money. I used to worry about people's opinions. I used to worry about dumb shit to do my business. And as soon as I realized that the person I love may die, all of that was all bullshit. And without your health and without your friends and family, everything else is nonsense. Don't get me wrong, setting goals and building a business is awesome and it's very fun and I love doing it. But at the end of the day, it's just a vehicle for your life. It shouldn't be the reason for your life, if that makes sense.
100% makes sense. It should be helping you have a better life, not not living your life through work.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Amazing. And before we wrap up, where can we people find you? How can we reach out and get to work and see what's involved?
Yeah, Darragh Gibbs. I'm a big ginger guy. I'm pretty easy to spot. I don't know there's many Darragh Gibbses on the internet, but if you type my name into Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram, if you see a ginger man, I'm going to assume that's me. But yeah, you can get me Darragh Gibbs on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, or if you want to email me, it's dara@dgacademy.ie. Either or, whatever works best for yourself.
Amazing. And with that is a wrap on another inspiring episode of Founders Future. I want to thank Darren so much for Dara so much for sharing his incredible journey and insight with us today. Also, his incredible Irish name. And if you are a business owner, specifically a coach, consultant, or agency owner, and you're really looking to scale your business and enhance your sales and marketing efforts, visit closers.io to jump on a call with our team and discover how we were able to go from 0 to 30 million in less than 3 years. And until then, keep climbing and we will see you on the next one.